Hey, I'm Skyler Woodward, and I'm two-time Moscone Cup MVP, and you're watching Railbirds TV.
Hey, Railbirds, Kevin here. All right, we have more 9-ball action for you guys from the 2020 Derby City Classic. I'm being joined by the two-time Moscone Cup MVP himself, Mr. Skyler Woodward. How you doing, Sky?
I'm doing fine. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Going to watch some good pool today. Our players are both undefeated in this round 6 match. Chris has a long list of sponsors. Kia, that's the car company, of course. Predator Q's, Kamui, Magic Smile, Kings of Vapor, and Joy Billiards. His opponent, Warren Kiamco. Much easier list of sponsors to go through. Just hustling. All right, here we go. Chris Melling with the break.
It must be nice to be sponsored by Kia. That's
Yeah,
what I'm going to look. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's good to get some sponsors outside of the pool industry. Get some of that big corporation money into the game of pool, right?
Yeah, right. I just like a car. It'd be fine.
I'll just take a car. You don't have to pay me any money.
Yeah.
A new car.
Car every 3 years or something. Be good.
No, you're not going to do the standard every 2 years. You'll rough it and go for every 3 years.
Yeah, that'd be fine with me. Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. So Chris he had a nice opening break. A good shot on the 1. The only tricky thing is the 8 ball. Might either play for the bottom side here and shoot the 8 in the corner over there past the 4, or you'll shoot the 8-9 combo, which where the 7's sitting. More than likely you shoot the 8-9 combo unless you just get the perfect angle on the 7 to come over.
Yeah, unless he has some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Unless he has some grand plan to get on that 8, yeah, the 8-9 combo looks pretty reasonable. But if you would have come just a little bit further with that cue ball, you could have moved that 8 while still getting position on the 5.
Right. I think he might have just enough angle. He might be able to bump the 8, which actually that was the best choice if you got down far enough to bump the 8. Yeah, looks like he might have a tiny angle, just enough to get there. Yeah, I don't know if he tried to bump the 8 or not. But either way, still should be fine. Still should be able to get out here, I would think. Yeah, see, he's looking at the angle to come back for the 8 in the other corner, which we always try to stay away from combos if we can, because they are a little like we don't shoot them enough, like practice them enough, so they're hard shots. Combos are hard.
Yeah, especially when it's like an off-angle one like this 8-9. It's not lined up straight.
Right.
But he's got the perfect angle to just come underneath this 8. Just like that, and that's perfect. Or pretty good.
Yeah, now just draw out of it. Just draw to the side rail and spin back out. Past the 9. Play the 9 in the there you go.
Get up, cue ball. He's all right. At least he should be.
Ooh, he almost overcut it.
All right, Chris, taking that first game. Let's go over the rules real quick. We are playing Derby City rules 9-ball. It's going to be rack your own. The break is the winner's option. You don't have to break when you win. You can pass it back, and we have seen players pass it to the other player, so it's not totally unheard of. The 9 in the break is going to count as a win in all 6 pockets out there, even though we're doing rack your own. Jump cues are not allowed at Derby City. You can jump the ball, but you must use your full playing cue. Can't even use your break cue. 3 foul rule is in effect, and the 3-point break rule is in effect. What that means is, on the break, you must drive a minimum of 3 balls into the pockets, past the head string, or any combination thereof. Failure to do so will be an illegal break. You lose your turn at the table. The incoming player will have the option to accept the table as is or pass it back. And if they do pass it back, you will not have the option to push out. Also, we are racking 9 ball on the spot and breaking from the break box. All right, now we got all that out of the way. Chris with the break. And with these racking rules, with these racking rules, the 9 on the spot, 1 in the break box, or 9 on the spot, the cue ball in the break box, most players have now gone with a cut break, trying to play the 1 on the side. All right, push out by Chris, leaving Warren. Long shot on this one. All right, Chris looking at a thin back cut on this 1 to the corner. He's looking at, the cue ball is probably going to go off the 2 ball, maybe even into that corner pocket. So it's in a bit of a tough spot here if he's trying to cut this 1 in. Yeah, not liking it. And even if the cue ball misses the 2, that cue ball's going to be looking at going 2 rails out of there. All right, I think we got Sky back now. Are you back, Sky?
I'm back. Huh? I don't know what happened.
Technical difficulties, but we're all good now. All right, so we have Warren at the table now. Chris tried to cut that 1 in the corner, hung the 1 up, brings Warren to the table.
Yeah, that was a super thin cut. He hit it good, just hair too soft. If he hits it any harder to make it, though, the cue ball would have came too far. He wouldn't have had a shot on the 2 anyways.
Yeah, he was in a tough spot. If he was, to try to make the 1 and get a shot on the 2 was a really tough spot. Someone, a mere mortal like myself would be looking for a safety, but a great player like Chris, he's thinking I can get out from here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just make the ball, and he feels like he's going to get out there. I mean, it was a tough back cut, though. But he actually overcut it a hair. He hit it on the far side of the pocket. If he hits it on the right side of the pocket, he could have hit it even a hair softer and still made it because he would have had more speed.
All right, Warren's getting his extension.
Yeah, so do you want to roll this or go up and down?
I think you can hold this with some inside. Oh, you tried to shoot some inside to hold it and ended up overcutting the ball.
Yeah, which it might have been the extension's fault because it adds more weight. So when he puts inside, it deflects a little more, which caused him maybe to overcut it.
That's exactly what I would do. I would definitely blame the extension.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that's what it was, but I'm saying it could be because the weight factor, because adds more weight, and it does cause it to deflect a little more.
So brings Chris to the table with a nice layout here. Good position to extend his lead. Just roll this in. 8 in the side, 9 in the corner. Okay, he's not rolling anything. That's right. This is Chris Melling we're talking about.
Yeah, he likes to power balls and really put a stroke on everything. So
He has one of the longest strokes I've ever seen.
yeah, it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
how he pulls all the way back on every shot, and he has a long pulse too. That long pulse in the back, it's really hard. It's really hard to like do, but if you can do it, it's really good for your stroke because you disconnect, and then it's all forward motion for the shot. So now it causes you follow all the way through. So now you can really get a good stroke on every shot. If he pulls way back, now it's all about speed and everything through his arm.
Yeah, Buddy Hall had a really long pause in his backswing, long enough you could go make a tee while you're waiting for it.
Yeah, Buddy Hall. He goes to the pool hall where I'm from. He
I
normally
heard that
there every
he's
day.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he plays down there in Paducah now. Plays a lot of bank pool still, is what I heard.
Yeah, he still plays. He was going to the pool hall every day. I think the last time I was up there, I guess before all this stuff, that he was there like all the time. But he didn't come in the last like week or two. I don't know if he got sick or what was going on, but he's normally there all the time.
They're probably just trying to avoid the sick people, probably.
Yeah, probably right there actually.
Because I imagine he would be in what they considered the high risk group. So
Right.
just best to just stay home.
Yeah.
Even before they told everyone to stay home. All right, Chris at the table looking at a long shot at this one.
Yeah, I say shoot this in the right pocket, the right corner, and then just draw off the side rail by the 9 and come back across. Yeah, like that. Well, he decided to follow. I would have used low left, come right past the bottom side of the 9, and then come straight back out. But he chose to follow. I think that made the shot a little harder instead of shooting it with like low outside. I think that would have made it a little easier. Nice shot there. Nice speed control. Control to come off the 6 at the perfect angle.
Yeah, he's got a nice little angle to come across for the 3. It might maybe wanted to come a little bit farther. If this 3's on the rail, it does make it a little bit tougher to get back for the 5.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. If anywhere, I think the best he can do is get right past the 9. He can't. He definitely can't get down as far as he wants.
What do you think about right spin and come short side of the 5?
Yeah, I was just about to say that the only other option would be to follow and try to get far down, which I think he kind of jumped up. I think he needed to like hit it a little bit softer and let the spin take more. That way he could get a little extra out of it. But he kind of jumped up and he hit it a little harder instead of letting the spin go.
But hasn't left anything easy for Chris.
Right. I think he'll just cut it over to the left pocket with some left-hand spin, some outside, and play the cue ball about where he put his cue. Yeah, there. That way, if he misses a 3, he's got a chance to get safe. And if he makes it, he's going to have a good shot on the 5.
Tough shot, though, from this thin cut, long distance. Yeah, he's trying to talk. He's trying to talk himself into pulling the trigger. I think he's gonna want the cue ball cleaned. Did you see the when Chris was at one of the CSI events? He called the referee over to clean the cue ball, and the referee just walked over, picked up the cue ball, and cleaned it, and handed it back to him. Didn't mark it or anything.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That was funny.
Yeah, we were there in person when it happened, and it was hilarious. He was. I can't remember who Chris was playing, but they all just laughed about it. They they were all just nobody could believe what they just saw. It's like, what just happened here?
Yeah, I seen that happen to Johnny Archer too. One time, the ref just picked it up, and when he put it back, he actually moved the ball. It wasn't in the exact spot, so it kind of made the shot a little harder for Johnny. Yeah, he's really wanting this ball cleaned. Just trying to make sure he has the best chance possible of not getting a skid.
Yeah, at this event, most players, they would just put a piece of chalk where the cue ball is, pick it up and wipe it off themselves and put it back. They wouldn't bother trying to hunt down a referee because there's only one or two at this whole event.
Right. Most players, normally they're just like, yeah, go ahead and clean it, and they'll put their chalk down to mark it, and then they'll wipe it off themselves and put it back. But I guess that's not the case here. I guess they're like, go get you a ref.
You think maybe that's because Chris is from England and over there they would never dream of picking up the cue ball themselves? It's only referees only type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've seen it's mainly, I've noticed it's mainly all Europeans that ever ask for the cue ball to be cleaned. Like us Americans, we're used to like the pool halls. The balls are always a little dirty, or like in the Philippines. Well, Warren, they're used to. I mean, they play outside. The balls are always dirty too.
Oh no, this is the second time this has happened to Chris. This is the second time where a referee just comes over and forgets to mark it and just picks it up. Whoops.
Oh man. That's funny. We just talked about that, and it happens.
Chris is like, that's the second time that's happened to me. All right, referee's gonna come check the tape.
But yeah, like I was saying about skid, it's mainly all the Europeans that you see asked to have the ball cleaned, because they're used to playing like the Euro Tour and all that always, and every event they play over there is really like they have clean balls always, instead of like in the pool halls here. I mean, they clean the balls maybe like the beginning of the day or once every couple days or something, which I mean is how I would do it too. I would wait a couple days to clean them, and my personal preference, I like the balls dirty and everything. I don't know. I just always have, because I guess because that's what I grew up with. But you mainly, like I was saying, you mainly see the Europeans ask for the ball clean, but the Filipinos no, because they're used to playing outside and all that. And then like us Americans, we're used to the pool halls, and they wait every few days or something to clean the balls.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess it's just so they have less chance of a skid. But I think it's weird. I don't think it matters. I think it just happens when it just happens. Skid, I don't think you can control it. It's just one of them things.
So it's like you could clean the ball every shot, and you'll still end up getting a skid.
Yeah, I mean, I really think so. I'm not positive. I don't think anybody's ever mastered a skid to know when it's going to happen. So I mean, I think it just, yeah, I mean, you can't control it when it happens. Like, I know inside
there's got to
English.
there's got to be more to it than just the cue ball being dirty, because we play with dirty, cue balls all the time, and we don't get skids on every single shot. So it's got to be more to
Right.
it than just it being dirty.
I mean, I know like inside English gives you more of a chance to have a skid than if you put outside English on it.
Sure.
But I don't. I don't know. It's weird.
Warren gonna come give Chris's rack the once over.
Yeah, Chris Melling with a quick 3-0 lead.
Yeah, as long as you don't count the little delay of game there with the cue ball cleaning, it's been going pretty quick. And Chris is not racking with the 2-ball at the back. Uh-oh. Kojak in the subway, as our buddy Snooker likes to say.
Yeah, that's with this break, when you cut break with a little bit of outside English, that's actually that's a really common scratch. You can come straight in the side, or if you really get a hold of it, you could scratch in the off the rail back in the top corner. And it actually happens more often than you would believe, even out of the top players and everybody. It's crazy that it actually, how often it does happen off the break like that. Or
Yeah,
like
I was seeing Jason Shaw was scratching a lot like that. The one rail straight across to the other side.
yeah, and like the one ball on the spot, if you break, how good you can hit the rack, and you can squat your cue ball, but it seems like you always get this kick that's always straight towards the side or straight towards the corner. It's funny, just like the funny things that happen like that. Like how often it does happen.
Right. Yeah, that's the problem with when you squat the cue ball in the middle of the table. That's a high traffic area. You're gonna get kicked around.
Right. A nice shot there. Open up the 4 a little more. I guess it didn't go past the 5. I knew it was close if it didn't go.
It definitely goes now.
Right. And now it looks like should be smooth sailing to get on the board here. Little rough on the 4. Now he's going to draw out of this. Draw past the 7. Come back across for the 5. Warren's. Oh, he chose to follow. Warren's one of them players that he never gives up. Never gives up or anything, no matter what's going on, what the score is.
Yeah, he's definitely a grinder for sure.
Yeah,
With a lot of fight. Oh, is that going in? Oh, nice 3-rail bank.
Yeah, right. That's I guess that's definitely why he has his nickname, the Warrior.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, like that 4-ball to the 5. You're saying you think it might draw to the side rail, and he ended up going forward. Different players seem to have different preferences. Some players like to always draw the ball in a situation like that. Other players prefer to follow 2 rails in a situation like that. And I definitely gather you're more of the draw the ball camp than follow.
No, I'm actually more of a follow, but I thought the angle he had, it was actually a perfect angle to draw. But I guess it's always a little different on the screen than
Yeah, definitely.
watching
It's definitely different. I've been fooled too many times.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought you could draw it, but yeah, I'm more of a follow. I like to roll the ball more instead of draw. So I mean, that shot, if I was up there, I probably would have followed it too. To be honest.
All right, Warren on the scoreboard, 3-1 in this race to 9. I would like to give a thanks to Diamond Billiard Products for putting on this whole event and allowing us to come in and record these matches for you guys. And also be sure to check out the Billiard Shopping Network. And while we're waiting for Warren to rack, now's the perfect time for you to go and hit that thumbs up and subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified when we upload more videos. We got plenty more coming, so make sure you get notified. And share. Sharing is caring.
Now Chris is up there checking Warren's rack. Warren's first time to break, I guess. Oh, you're gonna check my rack. I'm gonna check your rack.
Right. One good check deserves another. Which is, perfectly legal. Some players might be under the misconception that because, you're racking your own, like you still can't check the guy's rack. Of course you can.
Little overcut, too thin. That's why the one ball went low.
And that's going to be an illegal break.
So he gives it back. Neither player can push, right? Is that the rule?
At Derby City, they actually play the rule opposite of the WPA rule. At Derby City, if they pass it back, he cannot push out. But the incoming player could push out, but the original breaker cannot push. WPA is actually the opposite.
Oh, okay. So, you're going to give it back every time because now you push, you pretty much give them a shot again. So you might as well make them kick.
Yeah, exactly, because they can't push, so make them kick.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't too sure about the rule. They always confuse me on that because it's always a little funny in there, in that rule.
Right, yeah, there was a lot of confusion going on about that. And even, that's a nice kick. Nicely done there, Chris. Yeah, and even at the players' meeting when they were trying to go over the rules, not everyone could hear, and so there's still a bit of confusion on the rule. And it's a relatively new rule. Last year, I think, was the first year they played with that rule.
Yeah, because I think last year was the first time that they played with the 9 on the spot break from the box, I believe, right?
That is correct. Yeah, last year was the first year they did that, and it's also the first year of the 3-point break rule.
Yeah. Oh,
he missed it.
Yeah, he hit rail first there. He definitely wasn't planning on hitting rail first on that shot.
No.
And he did. Pretty simple kick here. I wouldn't hit it too soft because if you hit it at any angle, you're going to get hooked. So I think you need just a tad bit of speed to make sure you bump the 7. Yeah, just like that. That way you make sure you hit the 7 and you don't get hooked. Because if you hit it soft, you could roll right up behind the 7.
Good point. And Warren was well aware of that, and he hit it with the perfect speed to bump the 7. All right, where are we playing position for the 5?
I think you either come straight across, shoot the 5 on the side, or you could spin it a little and play it in the corner, which is what he planned to do, which it's kind of a touchy shot because he didn't have much angle, so he had to punch it to force it up there. I think I might have chose to follow across because then all you got to do is play the right speed because like we was talking about the follow and draw. I'm more of a follow. So I like following that ball and just got to control my speed off the rail to come back across. So now he got a funny angle on the 5 and he tried to bump the 6 out, but double kissed it. Now he's either got a combo or a bank, which, I think the 7 just enough off the rail. It's kind of a big combo. It's fairly easy. Yeah, fairly easy. See, he hit it about as bad as he could, and it still falls from there because the 7 was like the perfect distance off the rail to go.
Yeah, where it's just a hair off the rail, which makes it kind of like a big target.
Yeah, big target to hit to make the ball. Because I hate combos. I'd have banked that if this ball was any more off the rail. I'd have banked it.
Well, most people don't bank as good as you do, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I ain't messing with the combos anyways. I don't like them at all.
All right, Warren, 3-2. So Buddy Hall plays at the pool hall you play at.
Yeah. He plays at the pool hall where I'm at. I grew up watching him play in the pool hall back home, and I always wanted to play with him when I was a kid, but
Right.
didn't really play with me when I was a kid till I got older, and then we played a little together.
It's
He
like, go
taught me
away.
a couple.
Go away, kid. You're bothering me.
Yeah. Taught me a couple things growing up, couple shots. I mean, not a whole lot, but I never really. Normally, when I wanted to play, he didn't want to play and stuff. So I never really got to play with him a lot.
So what's he? What games do he play mostly lately? Was it Banks or One Pocket?
Mainly he plays the one pocket with some people, but he plays 9 ball too. Some he still gambles with every once in a while with somebody for. I mean, they play cheap or something to do. So I mean, yeah, I don't know, rotation and one pocket. It's about all he plays. He does play a little bit of Banks. There's a couple guys at home that like to play Banks, and Buddy plays with them.
All right, illegal break by Warren brings Chris to the table.
Yeah, Chris was shaking his head. I don't think he liked the layout after the illegal break.
And zigzag back and forth to get to this 2. And is he going to get there? Yeah, that's a nice shot there. Still got some work to do, though. That cue ball's on the rail. 3-ball doesn't really have much of a pocket anywhere. You try to run into the 3, or do you just try to roll it in, bump the 8, and play safe on the 3? What are you thinking?
I think he could actually play this and run into the 7-ball. Looks like
into the 7. Okay.
Looks like he's got a good angle to come into the 7, like just a window in between. Or you might, right? But if you run into the 3, there's a big chance to get hooked. That's the only thing. Yes, he's right into the 7.
Right into the 7. Great shot.
Now it's all stop this, shoot the 4, roll up, shoot the 5 in the corner.
Yeah, that really opened up this rack. That was huge.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, he got a little too much angle on this 4. I don't think he wanted that big of an angle. Now it's going
to have to go up and down table now.
Yeah, now it's going to put him a little further away from the 5.
But he's right back in line, no problems.
Yeah, just come across for the 7. Get straight in. You can shoot the 8 in the other corner. Get an angle. You can always come off. Shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 7, which he kind of got in between. He's kind of got the angle where he follows straight towards the 8. So I think he's going to have to roll the 7 in, take the cut on the 8. Take the cut on the 8 and then come 2 rails behind the 9 right here and play the 9 in the same pocket. Or shoot the 9 in the side if you get a small enough angle.
Yeah, he's kind of landed in like the worst possible spot here.
Yeah, he's looking at coming off the 9. But personally, I mean, I just roll this ball, go towards the 8, and just hit it slow, which I think that's what he's doing now. He decided he's going to bump the 8. That's a good shot, too.
Yeah, that worked out pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a good shot. Now, just spin around, shoot the 9 in the corner. Take your 2-game lead.
All right, nice out there, Chris. Starting with that nice 2 to the 3. That was key to that run out. That made it look easy.
Crazy thing, Chris always played pool, and he actually quit pool. I don't know if he quit, but he went to playing snooker.
Right.
And then he came back to play. Now he plays pool. He's playing pool full time again. Funny thing, yeah. And he was an English 8-ball player, so he's tried out on pretty much every game, which is, it's nice to be able to play every game, because now wherever you're at, you can always play a tournament of some sort.
Right. Let the cue ball get away a little, and no shot at the 1. All right. Where are we pushing out to? Near this bottom side pocket, maybe?
Yeah, maybe it might be the best choice, but you leave a safety that way. Maybe just push out to where he pushed it. He put his cue just right there, the center diamond on the end rail and okay. Just leave him like a long straight in shot, like right there where he's at. Leave him long and straight in. It's as hard of a shot as you're going to get off the end rail and straight in. So, I don't know, either that or push by the side pocket. You either give him a chance to go for it or let him play safe on you. Tie up the 4. That's actually a good shot. But it looks like he hooked himself from the 1.
I think he's left it hooked, so he's getting this one back. Yeah.
I do like that shot because no push was really, really good where he was. So really, tying up the 4-5 was actually a good choice.
Unfortunately, he's the one that's going to have to deal with it now.
Right. That's
or
the only
deal with
bad
the 1
part.
anyway.
Yeah, that's the only bad part when you hit one just a little bad off the push, and you're like, man, if I'd have stopped an inch shorter, I had a shot. He at least he would have had to decide, and now instead I'm up here having to kick because I hit it too hard.
And do you like kicking at the side rail or the end rail?
I like kicking actually end rail and then kicking by where that chalk is up there, kicking two rails.
2 rails, all right.
Because either side of the 1 you hit, you can get safe by these 5 balls.
And he agrees with you. And is it going to cut? Oh, that's perfect speed. Nice shot, Chris.
Thank you very much.
Like, you think it and he executes it.
Yeah, I think he heard me.
And we got to talk quieter over here. Shh.
Yeah. No, he was looking at it before I even said it.
All right, and a nice safe kick right back. We got some nice safety battle going on over this 1 ball. A safe kick followed by a safe kick. All right, kick it in and run 'em out.
Yeah, but the Filipinos, they're known for their kicking and all that. So kicking safe for them is normal. That's a hanger.
Oh, is he looking at going to the end rail, side rail?
No, I think he's looking at the kicking the one rail off the side rail.
Okay.
Or maybe he is looking at kicking 2 rails, the bottom rail, side rail, and coming over. But I thought he might have been looking at the side rail and then where he's aiming towards the back rail. But no, he is looking the long way.
Guess whatever system he's using gives him a better feel for going that way, I guess.
I guess this way he's kicking really ain't that bad. It's kind of a big ball, being how far it is off the rail, about a ball width off the rail. Kind of makes it a big ball.
All right, good
Yeah.
hit. All right, good hit. And, you know, when Chris was lining up that shot, he kept on putting his finger on that end rail over there like he was trying to kick behind one, like he was trying to do exactly what he did, like he wasn't trying to pocket the one.
Right, yeah. I think that was just like that was the plan. But if he hits it a hair short, he makes it, he cuts it in. I think that was just like that way he's got more room for air if he aims right there.
Gotcha.
He could hit it a little further right or left, and he's still going to hit in a good spot on the one.
And he's left himself, looks like dead straight on the 3, so all I can do is roll forward. I think the 4 goes up table.
Yeah, I believe the 4 does go up table. Yeah, probably just roll up, shoot the 4 up table, because it looks like he could actually get pretty far over and still be able to shoot the 4. Yeah, right there, I think that's perfect.
Given that that's the 6 ball all the way up table, you want to make sure you leave yourself a little bit of angle on the 5 to get to it. So as long as just make sure you leave yourself some angle on this 5.
Yeah, either angle or straight in, either one. That should be good.
Yeah, straight in would have been okay, but you know you prefer not to have to just draw straight up table. You'd rather shoot it more like this.
Right, yeah. Yeah, have an angle so you know it's easier to get it back and stuff.
Get up there, cue ball. Oh, he's fine. When he hit it, I didn't think it was gonna. I thought it was gonna land like a foot shorter, but it just kept going.
Yeah, the tables seem fast. Like they're in really good condition. They play right. They're quick. They're not slow. They're not too fast.
So you played a few matches on these tables over here in this corner. Were these tables playing faster than the tables out in the middle of the room? Or are they all about the same?
They're all really close. I mean, there are some that's a little quicker, and then others a little slower. But they're all like really close, like the same speed.
Yeah, but not a drastic difference.
Right.
I asked that because I thought I heard somebody mention that these tables over here played a lot faster than the other tables, but I didn't actually shoot any balls on the table myself, so I wouldn't know.
I mean, these might be a little quicker than the ones in the middle, just because it's a little colder over here in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So with it being cold, it might make it a little quicker. I don't know, but they seem fairly close to me.
All right, Warren with the break. Oh, and there's that almost scratch in the corner like you were talking about.
Yeah, if you get too much draw and too much right, it's like automatic. It goes like right there by the corner. There's like no in between. You either go towards the side or towards the corner, or you hit it and you stay way low.
Somehow the cue ball just knows where the pockets are and can find them every time.
Yeah, it is. It is funny.
Oh, that was a nice shot, and he's got the perfect angle on the 2 to come over for the 3. That was a nice little shot there, Warren.
Yeah, perfect speed. And both guys are undefeated, right?
Yeah, this is round 6. Both guys undefeated.
So no matter what, they'll both be still in round 7. Just one of them's gonna have to buy back.
Yep.
And still have a chance. Oh, he didn't want to stop there. He didn't want to jack himself up.
Yeah, that's not ideal. Can he come back and forth with a 6 in the same pocket?
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Or he's playing it slow with right-hand spin and playing the 6 in the side. But he's going 2 rails. I like that. I mean, it just depends if you're comfortable shooting that shot or not. If you would rather play it slow, which some people don't want to power that ball because you're a little jacked up. Mm-hmm. So some people would probably choose to just roll it and then shoot the 6 in the side.
But he handled it perfectly, had perfect speed on it, was perfect on the 6. Right back in line again.
It looks like we're going to have a 4-4 match. We could have a close one here. Neck and neck.
That's what we like to see. We like to see nice close matches. Both players fighting hard. That's what we like to see. All right, tied up, 4-apiece, race to 9. So this last December was the first time myself or Sherry had ever gone to Moscone Cup. And we had such a great time there. The second that the tickets went on sale for the next one, we bought some. So we're definitely going to London in December, assuming all this craziness is blown over by then.
Right. Yeah, sweet. They are going to London, too.
We're going to London. London,
yeah.
England.
Yeah. Hopefully I make the team.
How could you not? 2-time MVP. How could they not put you on the team? Even if you don't earn the points, you can be captain's choice.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. I hope so.
We have faith in you. You'll be on the team.
Yeah, we'll see. With all this stuff going, we're supposed to be points this year, but with all the stuff going on, I don't know if we're going to have points events. So might just be 5 people picked. I don't know. We don't know what's going on yet. Just waiting it out to see.
Yeah, that's a good point about might not be enough tournaments to do points. And for the European team, they don't do points, right? They just pick 5 people, right?
No, they do.
How do they do it in Europe?
They do. One person makes it from the world ranking, and then 2 people, or it's combined ranking. So I think it's world ranking and European ranking combined or something.
Okay.
And then 2 people make it off the European ranking. So 3 people make it off the rankings, and then 2 wild cards.
Okay.
which, yeah, and this year we were going to have 2 people make it by points, and we are going to have 3 wild cards. I think it's how ours was set up. I don't know. Something like that.
All right, Warren tried to make the billiard on the 2. Did not pocket it. Brings Chris to the table, and it looks like the 1 goes to the corner.
If it is a little tight, maybe just play it in the side. Yeah, I kind of like playing this ball in the side because you have a natural angle to come up and back down table. All you gotta do is just play the speed and just play it to the end rail. But it looks like he's shooting in the corner. Yeah, see, I like shooting that ball on the side, I believe.
Maybe he was too concerned about maybe the cue ball running into the 4 ball if he cut it in the side.
Right.
Or maybe he just thought, hey, it goes to the corner, I'll just shoot in the corner and draw back.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
All right, so he's missed, and he's rearranged things a little and hasn't really left much for Warren.
Yeah, not really in a good spot here.
Just bank the 1 up, try to hide him, try to get the cue ball behind 9-7.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe roll to try to bank the 1 past the 9-7 on the right side, on the rail. The right side rail.
Sure. Yeah,
and maybe
one
just try to
that right side, yeah.
Try to play the cue ball to the behind one of those balls, or just buy them balls. But I don't know. It's a funny spot. Anywhere you go.
What do you think about going for the bank on the 1?
Might be the best choice because there's not really a really good safety here either.
The safety's tough. The shot is tough. And if you make the shot, you figure to run out, go for the shot, right? Is that what they say? Something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. It might be one of these shots where you're in between. You don't know what to do, so might as well go for it.
Go down shooting?
Better off to give yourself a chance to win than to shoot something you don't really like.
Let's see what Warren's coming at. Oh, okay, he played the billiard and...
No love, I don't think.
No love. Well, he's shooting at it so he can see at least some of it.
Yeah, just try to play the 1 back to the middle and bring the cue ball up as high as possible. Just trying to buy himself a shot. Just get through that inning and hopefully get back to the table. I think it was one of them kind of shots.
All right, he's looking at cutting the 1 over by the 2 ball and letting the cue ball come, 2 rails around underneath like this 9-7 area. And then he's decided he doesn't like that, and he's decided, screw that, I'll just go for the shot.
Right, yeah. No, that was a nice cut. Little lucky. I mean, he was going to have a shot either way, but a little lucky to hit the point and run into all those balls. And rolled out good for him. Now just get back middle table. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that shot on that 1, a little bit of luck, but he also made a great shot also, and it ended up, broke everything open. That opened everything up real nice. Justin Bergman, your Moscone Cup teammate over there.
Yes, sir. Chris looking good to take the lead once again.
Take the lead. He does. 5-4.
Well, we're halfway through the match. At the halfway point.
So I'm predicting Hill. What do you think? You predicting Hill?
It's definitely going to be 9-7 or 9-8. I think. I really think. The way these two guys are going, neither one of them's breaking really that good. So I think it's kind of like it's going to be back. It's going to keep going back and forth. That's what I think. That's the way it looks.
Yeah, unless one of these two players all of a sudden, if their break starts working, then someone might pull in front.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I think. And neither one of them's breaking that great. So I think both of them are kind of getting shots at the table and kind of going back and forth. I think it's going to continue. But I got a feeling it's gonna be 9-8 Warren.
9-8 Warren. Okay.
9-8 Warren. That's my idea. I don't know though. Chris does have the lead and breaking. Yes, he kind of lost the cue ball. It was coming down. It was going to come down by the 8 ball, but it bumped the 4, knocked it up.
All right, and he can see the 1, but no real shot at it unless he wants to take some crazy back cut to the corner.
Yeah, what you see Chris take on a lot of crazy shots like that, though.
He does.
He's definitely known for that. Him, like Corey Dole, same way. He's always known for them crazy shots. All of them are. Yeah, it's kind of a touchy shot. Yeah, looks like it's close if Warren has a shot or not.
I think he can see some of this one. He might be able to see enough to make it, but he can see at least some of it.
Yeah, he just threw his hand up, so I don't think he has a open shot, but he could definitely see part of it. What is the shot here? If you can't see all the 1. He can see some of it. Maybe bank the 1, 2 rails up between the 9-4 and play the cue ball just a little bit forward behind the 2, or maybe try to just get to the center of the end rail. He overspun it. He could make that ball.
Yeah, he massaged it a little and just overdid it.
I didn't know it was that. Yeah, I didn't know it was that close.
Interesting that he chose to just shoot a stop shot there. I thought he could have got on the 2 for the same pocket. Playing 1 pocket? Is everything going in this pocket down here? No, the 3 doesn't pass.
Yeah, if the 3 passed, it kind of does look like it.
And looks pretty routine from here.
Yeah, my prediction ain't looking. It's looking a little worse. That was just a shot in the dark, just a wild guess. I got to go for the underdog, and he was down.
All right, Chris, 6-4 in this race to 9. Nah, it's still pretty close. I think Warren can still make a comeback.
Oh yeah, winter breaks. All you need is a shot. I mean, yeah, for sure. Either one of these guys are capable of like running out the whole set from here, for sure.
Yeah, if their
So
brake starts working, watch out.
yeah, so anything can happen for sure. Like you just said, if the brake starts working. Which Chris hasn't done much of a controlled brake. He's putting a lot of spin on the brake, trying to make that wing ball. Is really, I think that's what he's trying to make the most. Yeah, see, the 8 ball was coming down, and his cue ball, he lost it again. It came down the end rail.
Oh, does he have a shot? I think he might have a shot.
Yeah, I don't know. It's close. Yeah, I think he's a little bit hooked. But he might choose to kick at this ball anyways and try to make it from where he's at, because he's not in a bad spot to kick at this ball. It's not easy, but yeah, just like that.
Yep, he's lining up his rail first point. As long as the cue ball doesn't hit the 4, he's looking at, which I think the cue ball probably looks to me like the cue ball is going to hit the 4 if he shoots this rail first.
Right, I think it's pretty natural to run into the 4, unless he just hits the 1 too thin, and then he'll miss it. But if he gets it thick at all to make it or anything, I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's going to run straight into the 4.
Unless he hits it too thin, like you said.
Right.
Ooh, does Warren have a shot?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think he's going to have to kick bottom rail and clip the top of it and play the speed to bank the 1 back behind the 4 and play the cue ball up table. I think, unless he can see the edge of it or something, then just go ahead and make it.
He's putting a lot of left spin on this ball. Is he trying to kick behind it, or is he trying to swerve it a little? He's swerving it. Okay. And, well, he's made the 1. The good news is he's made the 1 and he can see the 2. The bad news is he has nothing on the 2 except a bank, and even if he banks it, getting on the 3 is not the easiest of shots. So I look for Warren to just play safe.
I was about to say, probably just play your cue ball speed behind the 4, just like he did. That was probably the best shot there.
Yep, and good speed. He's got him. Oh, he's going to masse a little, or a lot. No, he's changed his mind. He's going to be kicking. That's the thing about Chris. He shows you what he's thinking. You can see the whole thought process in action.
Yeah, for sure.
He'll show you every option that he's considering. So he's gone back to Plan A, which is masse.
Yeah, so I think he's definitely trying to hit from our angle, he's trying to hit the right side of the 2 ball. Because he can the 2, like he just lined up the 2 ball, can get behind the 3 off the side rail. He can go straight behind the 3, or the cue ball can go down behind the 7-9, behind the 5. So a lot of good things can happen if he massays and hits that side of the ball.
All right. Now he's going back to plan B, which is kick. He's lining up his kick now.
Yeah, so kicking this way.
Kicking it soft. Made a good hit, and
Actually, good. He didn't leave him a shot. He can play safe, though. He can stun it right there and keep it behind the 3, I believe.
yeah, if he can get that cue ball behind the 3, then Chris will be pretty locked up.
Oh,
Unless he can cut it in.
Yeah, it does look like he might be able to cut this in. Just where's your cue ball going? You're going to have to bump the 3 somehow.
Yeah, I think shoot it with some left spin, bump to 3. And he would have liked to have bumped the 3 a little thinner.
Well, that ain't bad. The 3-5 ain't bad. Or you could choose to just play safe here, because you can actually shoot the 3-5 and break out the 7-9 right here.
And you got that, the 9-7 that'll hold up your cue ball. And the cue ball's not going to be going crazy.
I think he's deciding to play safe.
Can't blame him for playing safe there.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Less risk.
It was an easy safety. Now, as long as Chris doesn't kick it in and run out, then he's looking pretty good. That's the problem with playing safe, is no matter how good your safe is, you're always taking the chance that they're gonna something weird's gonna happen. They're gonna kick it in or something, or they're gonna kick you safe, whether intentional or not. You're always giving up control of the table, so weird things can happen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. You absolutely never know.
Especially with these great players, they find ways to make to make life miserable for you when you turn over the control of the table to them. All right, looks like he's just kicking one rail at it. Or he's not made up his mind yet. So which way do you like going at this 3? Going to the right or to the left?
I like going the way that he is looking right now.
Okay, so to the left, are you trying to kick 2 rails behind the 3, or are you trying to kick 1 rail at the 3? What are you trying to do here?
Me, if you kick on the back side of the 3, it's a big scratch, because you slide across there a lot. But
yeah,
I mean, 2 rails is probably the best way. I might try to kick it 1 rail just to stay away from that scratch. And I might hit this one with speed, because I think it's hard to control. I think this one is a little harder to control with the 4 ball there and everything.
All right, good 2 rail kick. He did nice hit and stick. And where's this 3 gonna end up? Is it gonna freeze to the rail? Not really. This is a makeable shot.
And that's actually why I was saying maybe you just hit this one hard. He hit that, honestly, about as good as you could hit it. And he left a pretty good shot. I think it's long, and it's a cut shot, a pretty good cut, but the 3 ball's close to the hole. Warren should be able to make this. He's definitely going to take it on, for sure.
Yeah. Warren, a player of his caliber, I figure him. I look for him to make it. He wasn't even trying. He was just playing safe.
Yeah, I think you're supposed to shoot at that there. I mean, I think. But he hit the safety good. But see, that was a little tricky safety because he used the 5 ball to stop the cue ball. If he hits the 5 on either side, then he would have let Chris see the 3.
Yeah, and Chris has shot. He's cut balls in tougher than this already this match.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll get to see Chris kick again. We'll see his system he has. Chris is he's one of the better kickers like in the game. He kicks good.
He does. I've seen him make some great kicks over the last couple of years. He's definitely, like you said, he is one of the best at that.
Left a shot for Warren here. But still that 7-9. So he's definitely going to shoot the 3, 4, and then get a little bit of angle on the bottom side here, on the bottom side of the table for the 5 to cut it in and run into the 7-9 for the breakout.
Yeah, and of course you want to hit this. You'd rather hit the 7 and not hit the. Oh no! I didn't see that happening. I didn't foresee that coming.
Yeah, me neither.
And neither. Yeah, Chris also. It's like, what? I get to shoot again?
Yeah, I was about to say he's got the perfect angle here to run into those balls to break them out.
All right, now, Chris, does Chris want to dare call a referee again? He's laughing. Like, should I get a ref for this to remove this rack or no? You never know. When they put the cue ball back down, he might be hooked behind the 9.
See, this is one of those shots. I don't really want to wait on the ref. Normally, you'd play this with high English and just roll off the end rail.
Mm-hmm.
But because of that rack, you don't want to roll it. So I would go ahead and shoot it with the rack on for this shot just to be safe. But I would play it with low English. That way I could play it with more speed and come 1-2 rails back to the middle and then shoot the 5.
Yeah. Normally you would shoot at 1 rail. That keeps you on line for the 5. Shooting it with a low ball, you're crossing your line, which you generally don't want to do. But because of the Accu rack, that kind of dictates how you shoot it.
Yeah, I try to keep from calling a ref to my table as much as possible. Unless it's just something super close or something. I'm just like, yeah, go ahead and move it. Oh. Hey, use your ball marker, man.
All right, we got Dwayne the Pain.
Looks good this time.
Successful rackectomy. Hey, and he can still see the 4. He's not hooked behind the 9 now.
Yeah, right.
And that lets you shoot it the preferred way, which is the 1 rail straight up to the 5.
Yeah, and probably just draw back 5-6 inches. Oh, he decided to go all the way across, like we saying.
This is Chris Melling we're talking about here.
Yeah, he likes to let his stroke out. But could have got to the same spot by just drawing 5 or 6 inches, but he chose to go to the rail and back out to the same spot.
Where's the fun in that? All right, 7-4 in this race to 9. Yeah, if Chris's break starts working, Warren might not get back to the table this set. It all depends on Chris's break, if they can make a ball and get a shot.
Yeah, only needing 2 games with this caliber of players. Yeah, for sure. Warren definitely has a bad feeling sitting over there because
But
you just know, like, how many times you think Chris Melling has broken ran 2 racks in a row in his life? Once or
countless.
twice. Yeah.
But Warren, being a fierce competitor, he's not giving up.
No,
He's just please just give me a shot. Give me a shot.
that's definitely all he's thinking is just give me one chance. I mean, that's all he needs.
And
No shot.
he might have a shot. Might be able to cut it to the corner. Maybe.
I think you're right. I think he does have a shot in the corner, but I'm pretty sure not the side.
Okay, so if he does have a shot to the corner, which I think he does, let's see, how are we getting on the 2?
He's looking to go 1, hit the rail right there with left hand spin, and hit this bottom rail, and then come back up for the 2 in the side. Is that what he just looked at? I mean, I think that's the only way he's got.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything else. So the fact that he's lining up his position on the 2 tells me he does have a shot on the 1 to the corner. And I think that's the 5 ball next to the cue ball, right? Is that the 5 or the 3? I can't tell them apart sometimes.
Yeah, I think that's the 5.
So he'd be looking to go from the 2 to the 4.
Good shot there. Hit it a little hard.
I hope it goes to the corner. I hope it passes.
Yeah, I think that the 5's in the way. He's just going to roll up on the 7 ball, play the 2 to the end rail, roll up on the 7, play safety. Nice shot.
Just like that.
So he's deciding to kick 2 rails. Maybe he can move the 9 here, too. I think that's his plan.
Yeah. Yes, I'm saying hit it hard, ride the 9.
Yeah, give it a chance. Oh, might be get lucky. Yeah, a little lucky. Did not leave a shot.
Yeah, he can see the 2, but not enough to make it.
I think he's going to try to bank the 2 up and play it with high left, and play the cue ball 1 rail and try to get safe behind the 6 ball. But you got to look out for the kiss. Might be a little kiss here. Look.
Oh, just barely missed it.
So close, but
great
perfect.
Cue ball. Look at that.
Perfect.
Nice shot.
That was the only thing. You just had to miss the kiss. I knew it was close. So here now, he's going to kick, I would say, 3 rails. Hit the left rail here, this bottom rail, and then the right rail for a chance to hit the 2. I think that's his best route. Yeah, this way. Oh, 8 ball first. But you keep playing those good safeties like that where they have to go 2 and 3 rails. Eventually, you will get ball in hand.
So that nice safety by Chris has earned him ball in hand with a nice wide open layout. Good opportunity to get on the hill and breaking. Big bounce, get out there.
Ooh, I don't think he was trying to draw for the corner. I think he might have just tried to draw back a few inches, and he
That's
got
what I
too
was
much.
thinking. That big stroke of his may have got away a little bit, but turned out all right.
Looking like Chris is going to get on the heel here with this 9 ball.
8-4 and breaking.
Dang, as soon as I make a prediction, my guy ain't doing
That was,
nothing.
I don't think Warren's won a game since you made that prediction.
I think I
It's all
gave him
your-
the commentator's jinx.
You sure did.
Dang.
Way to put the curse on him. So I predict that Chris is going to win this 9-4. How about that? That'll get Warren back in the game.
Yeah, there we go. At least get him one game more.
Gotta put the reverse jinx on him there. So
Well, Chris making sure he gets a tight rack here. Keeps messing with it.
all right, Chris with what should be his last break this set. But you never know. Warren might hand the break to him if he wins a game. Unlikely, but possible. Try break.
This is a dry break and illegal. Nah, he didn't get one ball up past the head string. Well, Warren, here's your chance.
You cutting this one in, or are you playing safe?
I'm cutting this in the side if it goes.
In
with
the
low,
side, okay.
With low right coming to the bottom rail and then back up. I think it's I'm cutting it in. He just decided to play safe, which that's a good shot too. It kind of depends how you feel, I guess, that day. If you feel like you're playing good, you go ahead and shoot that ball because it wasn't like super easy because you had to stroke the ball too. But if you're not feeling that great, just go ahead and take the safe, and maybe you'll get a better shot the next shot up at the table.
Yeah, it looks like if Chris gets a good hit on this one, that 4 might be dead in the corner off the 9. He's not looking at going up table. He's looking at coming 2 rails out of this bottom right corner. Well, he's looking at all kinds of things. He hasn't made up his mind yet, as usual.
Yeah. I like going 2 rails. Actually, I kind of like going with 2 rails that way. If you hit the bottom of the one, if you hit the right side of the one here, you can scratch. But I kind of like going 1 rail the way he's going, but a little bit further to the left. Because then you can't scratch, but you can get a good hit.
So just 1 rail straight up and down between the 6-8 and not use that side rail. Oh, no hit. All right, ball in hand for Warren, and I think the 2 passes the 3.
Yeah, I believe you're right. The 2 passes the 3. So now just follow it over past the 7. 2 in the corner. Come out for the 3. Get a good angle on the 3. And then come back over for the 4.
Yeah, these really aren't laid out that easy. I mean, you got to kind of do some maneuvering here.
Yeah, 3 to the 4, and then get to the 4 to the 5, and then get on the 7 ball, and then that should be it. So there is a few little tricks in this rack.
Yeah, this is not just shoot stop. It's not the Tom Cruise run out you're looking for.
Yeah, but if I had to say, I think Warren is supposed to get out right here. I think just a little tricky, but
I think he's up to the task. Oh, just don't get jacked up. And yeah, he can't really go forward for the 5. He has to draw back. Can he put any draw in this at all?
I think he does have the edge of the ball where he can put a little bit, but it looks like he's following. He's just rolling it in, taking his shot. Sometimes it's just you have to just take your medicine. Just go for it.
That's all he could do.
There.
That's all he could do there. Tough cut to the side. Gonna go up and down table a couple rails. All right, nice shot. Where's the cue ball going? Looks like it's gonna end up perfect. Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, that was great speed.
He really needed that cue ball to be like 1 inch over to the left. Whoa, where are you going, cue ball?
Yeah. Oh,
Oof.
slow down. Yeah, 1 more inch to the left, he would have been perfect. He could have rolled over for the 7.
Yeah, the cue ball traveled, about 18 feet up and down table, but you need just 1 more inch. But he is handling it just fine.
Yeah, well, now it's down to the easy part. The rest of it was hard. Now you got 2 left. Easy. Looks like Warren got through it, the tricky rack. Now we just need some easy racks here for 8-8.
He needs his brake to start working is what he needs.
Yeah, because his breaks haven't been that successful this match, really.
Because we know he's capable of running out if you give him a shot. That's not in question. All right, Warren. Run a couple racks here. Let's get it close.
Yeah, let's get a good sweater in here.
All right, Warren with the break. All right, he's not really hitting them hard, and
It's a good break, but
Okay.
no shot.
yeah, legal break. All right, where are we pushing out to?
Hmm.
End rail, leave him long straight in again.
might be the best choice, or maybe just over, to the corner. Yeah, just over here to the corner. A little tricky. Can play safe here. Got the 1 into the 6 ball. And play the cue ball past the 7-9. Or you can play the 1 past the 9-7 and play the cue ball up on the 6.
Or even bank the 1 between the 9-4. Let the cue ball go forward.
Yeah, a couple of different ways to play safe here. Or you could just go for it.
He could. This is Chris Melling we're talking about. The only problem with going for it is you're going to have a pretty tough shot on the 2 unless he can somehow get his cue ball through traffic to get back up there. And he got his cue ball through traffic, and what a great shot.
That was a great shot.
He's come 2 rails around, just barely missed the 3. Oh, he's missed the 2. Oh, no.
See, he's the commentator. Jinx, you did it to Chris now. Yeah, that happens a lot. You make a really good shot, and then the next one's like a shot. You're like, man, I know I'm supposed to make this, and then you miss.
Hey, same shooter. All right, safety by Warren, and did he get him? He didn't get him. All right, just simple little safety there. Chris is checking to see if the 2's frozen.
Oh.
All right, ball in hand with a relatively open layout. 3 to the 4, back to the 6 is really the only sticky parts here, I think.
It should be just shoot the 2 to the 3 and just get on the 4 is really the problem. Because you're going to have angle on the 4, so you should be able to get to the 6 fairly easy, I would say. Well, for Chris and Warren. Yeah, just come middle table, automatic angle. Just a little bit of low left here. Come 2 rails, just get back over to the bottom rail here. And then 6, draw back a little for the 7. Then Chris should be home. Should be done.
All right, he's going to have to cut the 6 in, come back and forth with a 7 in the corner, but he should be able to handle that.
Yeah, he came a little short for sure.
But he's got a lot of room to work with to go back and forth. Oh, let the cue ball go forward a little. Whoops.
Yeah, definitely making this rack a lot harder than he should. Which that's what I'm saying. When he comes short on the 6, kind of makes it a little funny because stuff like that can happen. You can let the cue ball go just a little bit forward, and now you have a super hard shot on the 7 too. But if he gets a pretty straight on the 6, then he would never have this shot on the 7.
Yeah, then the game's over. All right. Thin cut to the corner, zigzag back and forth to behind the 8, basically. Oh, nice shot. And is he going to get a shot on the 8? Oh, he's still struggling. So we know you're banking this cross side, all day, every day.
I'm going to try at least. I think, you have to go for the bank here. Yeah, draw around.
That's a great shot. And Warren says that's good. All right, what a great match. 9-5, Chris defeating Warren. Warren had no losses before this, so he's going to be exercising his option to rebuy, and he'll still be in this tournament. All right, well, thank you, Skyler Woodward, for sitting in with us for these matches. We're going to have plenty more matches coming up for you guys, so make sure you are subscribed so you get notified when those matches get uploaded. So, Skyler, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
And Kevin Ross, Skyler Woodward, thank you guys for watching. See you guys.